welcome to another episode of Viva, Aaliyah. This is season 3, and I am 99.1% sure that this is episode 17 in our series. We are rounding out our season. As you know, we do 22 episodes a season, so we are, I know we skipped a few weeks, so I'm just actually counting down the days. We skipped like 2. But this is technically episode 17. And we have an amazing episode planned for you. I just want to say one thing. Johnathan Gibbs unfortunately could not make it. Hi, honey. You're about to walk in the door. Johnathan Gibbs could not make it tonight, and I'm actually going to read a statement, and then we will just move on and move forward with tonight's episode. This is publicly posted. Johnathan tagged us in it, so I feel very comfortable reading. I also asked him about this. As you know, we were going to talk about racism and race within queer organizations. So under the advice of my legal counsel, I will not be able to appear on any forms of media, news, radio, television, internet streaming, etc. to discuss developments regarding the NYC GMC or any discussions that may be interpreted as such. I was previously scheduled to appear tomorrow on a talk show with Viva Aaliyah and her team to discuss racism in queer spaces, but had to cancel that. My deepest apologies to Aaliyah, who I know works tirelessly, along with her producer, Dominic Moda, to curate content that is important to our community. At this time, with the current developments, I am simply unable to discuss. Thank you to everyone who has been sending messages of support. First of all, I just want to let Johnathan know that Viva Aaliyah, our team, we support you and we are here with you. Both Dominic and I have been in the chorus and have had our times with the chorus. So we want to make sure that you know that you are supported and we are here with you. We stand with you. And if you need anything from us, we are happy to put that together for you. And we are going to move on into the episode of tonight, which I'm very excited for. I'm a little jumbled because I'm ready to get this running. Dominic and I have been working behind the scenes on multiple projects. If you only knew what we are doing, we are already preparing for season 4. We've been in talks about a few things. We are probably thinking about season 5, even though season 4 hasn't even gone past or even started. Dominic and I are very much the same in the fact that we think very far ahead and we want everything to be content that is important to our community. Dominic helped me put together the reels and the opening and closing of an episode series that we want to do on my YouTube channel. And this is all about pageantry and what it takes to be a pageant queen. I'm just going to tell you this first episode is, it's hard to watch, but in a good way. It triggers on a lot of things that Dominic and I had to go through to put a lot of this together. It is the reason, a lot of it is the reason that Viva Aaliyah started, which is the pandemic that we have gone through and are still winding our way through. And it's very emotional in a lot of places. I was editing it last night and I had to stop multiple times because it took me a lot to get through it. So I want to say this. We are airing this episode tonight on Viva Aaliyah. I will be sitting here watching it with you. Dominic will be watching it with you. My husband will be watching it with us. And we're going to discuss it afterwards. What I'm asking of you as our audience, please comment in during or after. Dominic will be putting those comments up after we air the episode so that I can read through them. We want to know what else you want to see. We want to know what else is important to you. There is still content being created around me going to a national system. I'm competing for National Entertainer of the Year. I'm very blessed not only to have my husband with me, but Dominic is coming down to Louisville, Kentucky to be there with me. And I'm trying not to, but I'm tearing up thinking about it because I have such a support system And a lot of times we feel so alone in this pageant community, and you're going to see my emotions. You're going to see a lot of what's going on behind the scenes. But I have a team that has been with me from day one. They are my friends. They are my family. They have truly supported me. And on the 22nd of this month, I keep tapping because I'm looking at my calendar on my phone. On the 22nd of this month, we are traveling to Louisville, Kentucky to do this. And this has been a dream of mine for 16 years. I started my drag career 16 years ago in Lansing, Michigan, a little small town, the capital city of Michigan. But it is small town to me because I know a lot of people. I know everybody in that drag community, and they are a part of this journey as well. Because it started when Tajma Moulton and I started our drag career 16 years ago. I'm very, very, very lucky to have the team that I have around me, and to have the support that I have, and to have a friend, best friend, brother, and producer like Dominic, who has been with me this entire journey and who has seen this through with me. So I'm going to get very close to the camera because unfortunately we had some technical difficulties on the back end loading this video. Actually, I'm looking at it right now and it is still saying that there's 25 minutes left to download. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to watch this together. It is everything that I could have wanted it to be, and more, but we want to hear from you. Please, please, please comment in and let us know what you want to see or improvements that we can make on the show, and we're happy to read through those. I am a person that does not take offense to anything and just wants to grow in my craft. So without further ado, I'm going to start sharing my screen. We're getting this video file up and running. And please enjoy Viva EOY. It says my thing doesn't have a video track, so we're going to share the screen then. It doesn't want to listen. We're going to make it listen. Please enjoy Viva EOY, episode 1. Windows, there we go. DJ, let me know when you got the music. Hit it! This is gonna be hard to watch.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know. A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began. Officials now say more than 400 people have been sick and 9 people have died. The World Health Organization is holding an emergency meeting right now.
We have a new name for the coronavirus. The World Health Organization has officially called it COVID-19. Co for corona, Vi for virus, D for disease, and 19 because it started last year. The name, though, of course, isn't the most pressing concern.
This is truly an unprecedented situation.
This virus doesn't discriminate. It attacks everyone.
I want every American to be prepared for the hard days that lie ahead.
The coronavirus has changed life as we know it across America. But how did we go from 0 cases to having more than any other country? The timeline starts on January 21st, when Washington State reports the first coronavirus case in the United States.
This is certainly not a moment for panic or high anxiety. It is a moment for vigilance.
Within a week, the CDC confirms Illinois, California, and Arizona also have cases. And on January 30th, Chicago witnesses the first person-to-person transmission in the country. The following day, Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar makes this announcement.
I have today declared that the coronavirus presents a public health emergency in the United States.
The urgent message to stay home appears to finally be getting through. In California, the notoriously busy highways are nearly empty. The hustle and bustle of New York is at a standstill. Governors in 4 states have now asked residents not to go out unless absolutely necessary.
This is not life as usual. And accept it and realize it and deal with it.
Fear is very real for Americans who are now out of work.
I'm just trying to be as normal as possible. I already had a lot going on.
This is Danielle. Can I help you?
This Indiana mom is among half the staff at a cafe laid off in order to keep the place running.
It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done as a manager. Because there's just nothing I can do.
I just had to, earlier today, let go of my staff. And this is really hard. I don't know what to do. My husband is working his ass off in the hospitals, and when he comes home, I don't even know what he's going through. He just comes home and goes to bed because he's in the worst hospital in New York City, and this is really, really hard.
Welcome to Viva, Aaliyah. This is our 2nd episode. We are so happy to have all of you back with us this week. Last week, I had the pleasure of interviewing my very own Miss Gay United States sister, Tajma Stetson. She is Miss Gay United States 2019. Shout out to her from last week. We have one very first question to ask you, and it is the most important question of our show. Oh. Girl, what is in your glass? We are a proud community, and there is a reason that I tell our stories on my show. We cannot forget where our pride was born, where it needs to be today, and where it will take us in the future. Injustice must be brought to justice. Fight together, stand as one, and remember your pride, because with pride, we stand together.
Viva Aaliyah. Viva Aaliyah.
say thank you for 2 successful seasons. I want to say that we have so much in store for you in season 3. Like, so fucking much in store for you. Okay, so we are going to a national competition, and there's a huge pageant scene, which is kind of underground even in the gay community. And it's like there's a Miss Gay America, there's a Miss Gay USA, there's a Entertainer of the Year, which is where we're going, there's a Miss Continental, and the winner of those titles is somebody who represents that nationally. And so it's kind of like the Real Girl Miss America or the Real Girl USA, where you travel around to each state and you hold prelims in those states. And so there's when I won Miss Gay United States, I was Miss New Jersey one year, I was Miss New York one year, I was Miss Florida one year, and when I was Miss New Jersey is when I won the title. And so it was my job to hand the crown down to the next Miss New Jersey, even though I was still the national. So there's prelims that you go to, and the promoters pay your way there and fly you in and make sure you're fed and housed, and so they put you in hotels, and then you do a drag show basically booking, and that's where you crown the next state title holder. And so the one we're going for is Entertainer of the Year, and they're all about creativity and self-expression and making sure that you are a fully rounded entertainer. So I've sang a few times when I was in the United States this year. My friend was like, can you go lower than her and then end on the same note she does? So we did. So that's what we're doing. So I love that. So talent is usually 7 minutes long, but obviously ours is going to be 4.5 minutes. Talent's 7.
Some people do that one.
Yeah, it's usually you have 7 minutes. People usually use about 6.5, and then there's
Is that set up a breakdown?
No, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes of setup, 2.5 minutes of breakdown. Nationals is in Louisville, Kentucky, so we will be all going down together and all coming back together. Your tickets into the venue will be paid for. Your housing will be paid for. We'll take care of group food whenever we need to. And so it's really just taking the time off to go. Olivia and I have 3 shows we're coming today, I guess. We have 2 shows this weekend together, and it's a lot of work. The mixes are expensive, the hair is crazy, the garments are crazy, and
I got my taste of the world. And
yeah, you got your taste.
And it was it was very, Paradise is small compared to all these big ones. I still spent so much time. I don't know how y'all do it. So.
But you have your work cut out for you because you won, and now you have a weekly show, and you have to have different costumes every week. You have to have different hair every week. You have to have, so it's not just the winning and what's going into this. It's the reigning also. We will leave the 22nd or 3rd of July, and then be coming back on the 27th because the last day of competition is the 26th. So it goes usually from Thursday until. Thursday is Mr. though, so we can not be there for the whole day of Mr. And then it goes until Sunday. Sunday is final night.
I'm most excited about this. This is going to be fun.
That is going to be fun. We are going to be doing some marking rehearsals here, and then we'll have some studio rehearsals because those studios are a lot. Yeah, that adds to our cost. Chip loves hearing that. It's his favorite thing to hear.
Can you put the button loud for you?
Oh God, yes.
Have you thought about some of the smaller studios that might be willing to do that? For advertising.
But
can you get ID studios for Paradise, and they're actually not that bad. Like the studios for auditions for Midtown, like Ripley and stuff, they were telling me
That's what we use for
do
United States.
after 7 p.m. on a weekend, the best time is after 7 p.m. like in the evening, because nobody's gonna want that space on a weekend.
Just want to welcome y'all to the Fato Americano Drag Brunch.
Yes.
Just got done filming an amazing episode of Viva Aaliyah. I was interviewing the iconic Cezanne, and I don't know, I felt like now was the time for me to like intro this thing that I'm doing. So 2 years ago, wow, that's crazy to say. 2 years ago, I decided that I was going to document my journey to National Entertainer of the Year. And it's been fucking hard. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, the pandemic has done quite a bit and has taken a lot from me mentally and physically, and I'm just glad that I'm able to live out the dream that I've always wanted. So I started this journey for National Entertainer of the Year back in 2005. I knew that when my sisters Tajma and Moulton and I were looking at entertainers that inspired us, the ones that inspired me had competed for the big systems, and that's Continental, US of A, Miss Gay America, and EOY. And so I started looking into those systems, and EOY was the one that drew me in. It was about entertainment, it was creative, it still is those things, and it gave me hope for what I am as an entertainer, and I'm a live vocalist, and I love to entertain, I love to be creative, I love to be everything that system is about. And so I started this journey almost 16 years ago, and I am finally competing this year for National Entertainer of the Year. Wow. I have an amazing group of people with me. My husband's behind me. My best friends are behind me. I have hair stuck to me. I have an amazing group of dancers and singers, and just holy shit. When they say it takes a village, it takes a fucking village to complete and compete. So compete, but complete a package. I can imagine doing this without them. I have Mulan out of Kansas City making my garments. I have Fierce Drag Jewels. Sorry, there was a little nipple in there. I have Fierce Drag Jewels making my jewelry. I have multiple hair designers working on my hair. And I have, of course, like my team. Dominic is on my team, my producer for Viva, Aaliyah. And I think my family's gonna come. That means a lot. It's scary. It's terrifying. It's something I've been waiting for. It's what I need my voice to be in, like, the best condition it's ever been for. It's my dream. So I want to slay. I want to reign as National Entertainer of the Year and then continue my pageant journey. I have a lot to look forward to, and you're going to be with me on every bit of this journey. So July 22nd through 25th, 2021, we're gonna laugh. We're gonna do all of the things. I have a package that I'm very confident in and I'm very proud of, and everybody that's working on it is excited. So I'm very, 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 very happy that we have the resources and we have the people and we have the village that it takes. I am terrified that I'm not going to get done with my stuff. I have a lot of stoning to do. I have so much rhinestoning to do. I just learned how to bead so that I can bead a gown, and I'm just scared. I don't have a lot of support on the rhinestoning and beading end and things I need to do here at home. I have my husband, I have a couple people, but the people that would normally help me are miles and miles away. My sisters, Moulton and Tajma. I hope you're with me on this journey, and I can't wait to see you at Nationals. Watch out, here we come. Team Martinez is in the building, and Viva Aaliyah the entire way.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Episode 1 of Viva EOY is released. We will be posting it to my YouTube channel, but I want to hear from you. I want to hear from the fans. All of you watching, please let me know what you're thinking. I think the camera went a little out of focus while that was on. But please let me know what you're thinking. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your comments, your concerns, what you want to see from me going forward. I am beautiful now. Look at that. I am very interested to hear what you have to say. Once again, that's going to be on my YouTube channel if you want to go back and watch it. That was a lot of emotion. I teared up multiple times during that. I had to go get some tissue. And dab my eyes, especially during the COVID stuff and the coronavirus. And speaking about my husband during that time, it was a very emotional time for me. It was a very emotional time for him. We didn't have a norm then. We didn't know what was going to happen. And I do want to say one thing about COVID and all of that. We're still not out of it, y'all. Because people are getting vaccinated, that's wonderful. It's wonderful that people are getting their vaccines, but there are people that don't want to get the vaccine and are lying about their vaccinations. And I know my friends, my family, our Viva team, we are on board with that, but there are people that are out there to just be and not have the things, not have that done. And I just want us to be safe. So when you're in mass crowds, when you are on public transit, when you are in buildings with a lot of people, in the hospitals, going to regular doctor's appointments, carry that mask with you. When you're outside, I think it's fine now. I think we're at a point now where we can remove our masks when we're walking our dogs, when we're outside jogging or doing activities. I think that's okay. Meeting your friends in the park. Dominic and I have been trying to plan time to get together recently, and we will do that very soon. But when we're out, we can not wear our masks. But I carry mine with me. I'm still like iffy about when I walk my dogs. Should I be wearing it? Shouldn't I be wearing it? But I want all of us to be safe. So make sure that you're doing that. Episode 2 is going to come out either oh, thank you. Yes. My mother-in-law is messaging in right now. And Chip is, I don't know what they were going through in the hospital. I know what I was going through here at home. And I imagine it's what everybody was going through. It was just a mental fuckery. And that's the best way I could explain it. We have to stick together, though. We have to protect each other. We have to be there for each other. There is a Delta strain of COVID, and luckily, people who are vaccinated are having much lower risk issues. Did I say that right? And people who are not vaccinated, unfortunately, are having the same reaction as people were during the worst part of the pandemic, which is they're really not doing well. JC Wagner Romero, thank you for having this space for this kind of dialogue. Absolutely, babe. It affected us. Dominic and I started planning this web series, and my husband and I started planning this web series. All three of us really did. 3 years ago, 2019 is when we planned on having this web series out. And the footage in there, when my hair was short and we were all sitting in the room, I will say that's not my team anymore fully. Steven Bisaglia, who was there with me, he's going to murder me for murdering his last name, but he's there with me. Chris Koval is there with me, but honestly, the rest of the people in that room are not on my team anymore. So I've went through a lot of changes during this, and you'll see this during the series. We're going to make it 6 episodes total. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. You can find my YouTube channel by searching Viva Aaliyah on YouTube, or by searching Aaliyah Martinez. I honestly would search Viva Aaliyah. That's the easiest way to go about it. I also have some really great news. We are getting new merch, a new merch item, I should say. Clap fans are coming in. We have found a vendor that is going to do them for less than most people are selling them for. I know most of my drag sisters out there are selling clap fans for like $35 to $40. I will be able to sell them to my fans for $30. And we will be also selling them at National Entertainer of the Year. Please let me know if you want one. I will hold one for you. I will ship it to you myself. $30. It'll be through Venmo, Cash App, or our website. We can take that. But I have to just say thank you to my team. I want to say thank you to my team first. My husband, Chip, who said you didn't mention my name during that while we were watching it. And I did like at least 30 times. But my husband, Chip, has been here with me every step of the way. He knew from the day that I told him I did drag that I wanted to be National Entertainer of the Year. And he was there for me. We obviously had another dream come true in that timeline, and that was Miss Gay United States. I want to say thank you to Dominic. Dominic is there for me every step of the way and helps me produce all of these wonderful things. My dresser, Tashma Stetson, Michael Tolbert, is my brother, my sister, my best friend, my confidant, a person that I could not live without. Molten Decadence is the same. My brother, my sister, my confidant, a person that I couldn't live without. And my dancers, Chris Koval, Bradley Late, Jules Owens, Steven Bisaglia, Ryan, and why can't I think of last names right now? Ryan, And we just had a new member jump on our team. And, oh my God, I'm going to be murdered here in just a second because I'm like drawing a blank now that I'm like getting emotional. This is really bad, y'all. Sorry, I'm so sorry for this. Belton. I almost said somebody who had been on our team. I also want to thank all the people who were on my team and may not be anymore because they played a part in this. They were a part of this from the beginning. They gave me strength. They gave me hope. They gave me all of that. I have to thank my mom and my brothers and my sister who are coming to watch me. My mother-in-law who is watching. I'm very excited to see you there. My hopefully brother-in-law, so that my mother-in-law can come. Tyler Kretsch and Greg Wyckoff, respective, because they are not respective, but together. Kretsch Wyckoff is their last name. But they have helped me build my sets. They've given me a place to hold my merch, or not merch, my set pieces, and I will be there tomorrow with them, building again. They are dear friends, and I could not live without them. My drag mother, Maya Douglas, all of you out there who have been a part of this package and who have really, really, really been a part of my life, I am very, very grateful for. And I'm having a hard time not getting emotional about this. You are all just fucking rock stars. And I can't believe people are traveling to see me. I hope that everything goes to plan. And if it doesn't, know that it will very soon. Pageants are a gamble. They are left up to the judges, and it's their opinion. So if they have a friend who they want to win, they could do that. But I hope that our judges are fair and have integrity in what they're doing. That's not to say I will bring the best package, but I'm going to bring my best package to nationals. You will see that in our video. All right, so I'm going to wrap up. I just want to say what's in your glass to everybody. That is what we are about. I'm Viva Aaliyah. Right now I'm drinking High Noon. I was drinking a little wine earlier, so mixing up the alcohols tonight, which probably is not helping the emotional state of my being right now. I love you all. We will see you next week, and I'm just going to look on my phone to see who we have next week. I'm pretty sure I know, but I don't want to fuck it up. So next week we have... Ooh, yes. We have the Girls of EOY, and that is going to be my team for National Entertainer of the Year. I'm representing the state of Missouri, even though I'm from New York. I'm a representative of Miss Missouri Entertainer of the Year with Erica Von Du, and my promoter, Steven, is going to be on with us next week. I will also be featuring all of the girls of EOY that want to submit a video. So until then, I love you. You are wonderful. Please let us know anything we can do to make this series better or anything you want to see. And until next week, Viva fucking Aaliyah, y'all.
Viva Aaliyah. Viva Aaliyah.